Welcome to Extendo Clip Podcast. We wanted to fuck with y'all for a minute. Welcome to Extendo Clip Podcast. We back with episode 2. Wait, but where's episode 1?
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain that later, okay?
It's coming.
Okay. Don't be freaking pessimist.
Don't do
Okay.
it. Don't do it.
Here are my guy, Shizz, co-host of Extendo Clip.
You know what I'm talking about? Shizzy Mac rapped out Shizz. Shizzy.
Out here talking like Barry Allen, man. That was fast as shit. 45, 25, man. Do-do-do-do-do. 45, 47. What?
You trying to be funny.
I was.
You trying to be funny because I didn't.
Oh.
You trying to be funny?
Oh, that was
that
was actually real.
He tried to call me Mike Epps.
No. Because I was thinking, because he was saying it fast in the movie. But then I remember, niggas do be making fun of you because you look like Mike Epps. I literally thought about it when you said it.
You don't care about me.
I do, bro. I do. Well, my bad, bro. Yo, he had the Will Smith emoji face there.
You want to stop coming at it, man.
Hey, man, look, I be coming at Kanye too.
Yeah.
It's hard for black men out here right now, bro.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about how black men don't cheat and get shitted on. We're here to talk about movies. We're here to talk about movies.
Extendo clip.
And we're gonna kick it off with this Matrix review, man. Bro. I'm dying to hear what you thought about this movie, bro.
Trash. It was trash. You know what? Let me say this. What's his name? Yahya
Abdul-Mateen II.
I like him.
Oh yeah, I loved him as Morpheus.
I didn't.
Oh my God. See that was the you gotta realize he like all right. So did you buy into the video game aspect?
Yeah.
Like how the Matrix was the video game and shit
Yeah.
like that. All right. Well, that was an issue for me because I felt like now look, I love Lana Wachowski. You know, I love, obviously the original Matrix and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest, like they ever since they made the Matrix, they think they're like these highbrow, high concept directors like a Denis Villeneuve or like a Chris Nolan, guys like that. And they want to have like camp and comedic humor as well with films like Speed Racer as well, akin to like a James Gunn, but not, not like the gory comedy and everything. And it's like, I felt like that's what this felt. It felt mashed together in this like Frankenstein, like campy, but we're going to be heady sci-fi type of thing. And it was very like off-putting and weird at times. Like it felt like they were shooting a car commercial for the actual Matrix movie at times.
I just want to say it's like, I know the Morpheus in that movie, like this was another program that he created and everything like that, but I don't know, bro. I'm just used to Morpheus being so calm and
but I feel like he's playing a parody version of Morpheus though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that, man. I don't like it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Which I get. I can get why you don't like it because, like I said, the game part, even though I like it for the context of, what they were the message they were trying to put out about Neo, like about how basically. So if you listen to what the analyst said about this Matrix and everything like that,
right?
He talked about how like it preyed on like people's fears. It preyed on people's fear of like losing, the comfortability they have and shit like that. So with that being said, like they literally stripped Neo of his entire existence, the entire thing that made him him.
Yeah. And
basically took his life, all of his achievements. Like imagine like somebody taking your greatest achievements and basically making a mockery and parody out of it.
Right.
That was what I felt like that's what they were trying to like showcase with the whole video game aspect. So also the fact that, like I said, they were trying to do like this high. I feel like Lana Wachowski was writing this because she wrote it and directed it. Her sister wasn't doing the movie with her this time. She wrote the whole thing, and I felt like she was trying to write it as like this like knock on Warner Brothers and shit. Like basically like, look, I'm going to make fun of Warner Brothers throughout the whole movie, and they're so greedy, and they're a corporation and they're so greedy. They're literally going to give me money to make a movie about me shitting on them.
They were coming at Warner Brothers.
But it's like you didn't do a good job. It's like the comedian, it's like the comedian that like goes up there like has an idea for a dope set but then just bombs the whole set.
Right.
That was like you know, but she wasn't like the dickhead comedians when they bomb and they start like getting mad at the audience. You know those
Right.
She was like, all right, bet. I mean, look, I'm just going to pretend. It was like she was like oblivious. I mean, obviously she made the movie because people weren't watching and critiquing it, but like, because there were still gems in there. Like, even though I didn't necessarily like the actor that they for Smith. I didn't necessarily like the actor, but I like the storyline behind it.
I did like that.
And that's why I think I like the movie so much, honestly, because I I feel like a lot of people like the Matrix films, and like particularly the first one, because of like the bullet time stuff, the action sequences, and all that. Where for me, I've always been a fan of the philosophical elements that they like, like the philosophy they talked about, like the concept of like what's real and not real. What do we accept as reality? You feel me?
Right.
Because that's like the first and second film are basically inverses of each other when you really think about it. Like, it was Morpheus waking Neo up to the real world, but it was also, the second film was Neo waking Morpheus up that the real world is still fake. Like, it's the real world, but Zion is basically like another form of control, basically.
Right.
The prophecy is another form of control.
Right.
And that's what I liked about Jada's character in this movie so much, was that like she was entangled. And she
He always want to make all these jokes, all these damn jokes. He gonna smile and
oh
shit.
my God. But she was that was kind of what she was talking about. Like, she was trying to break the cycle of Zion. That's why she renamed the city a completely different thing.
Facts.
And it's like, knowing like, so I wonder if Morpheus is deaf. So Morpheus, like, canon wise, died like not too long after the third Matrix movie.
Yeah.
So it was a whole plot line in like the Matrix video game. I forget. I think it was called like the Matrix Online. He was upset that the machines wouldn't return Neo's body. Now we know why they didn't, but he was upset that they wouldn't return his body so they could properly bury him and things like that. And he started to go on the mission and the hunt to find his body. That was starting to disrupt the peace treaty they like the machines and the human struck and shit like that. So he ended up getting killed by the machines, basically.
I didn't like how he had all these colorful ass suits.
Yeah, but that's why I felt like the campiness was there, because they were trying to do like a parody. It was supposed to be like a parody of Morpheus.
Man, fuck it.
I loved Bugs' character though, the Asian chick.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, her character was.
Yeah,
her
she was snapping.
Her character was like an amalgamation of like Trinity and Jada's character.
Yeah, she was snapping, bro. She was snapping. And then like another thing, I know The Matrix, all three of the movies, the ending, phenomenal. The ending, I feel like The Matrix is known for the endings of their movies. This ending in the fourth one wasn't shit, bro. It didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't do nothing for me. Like, y'all running away from, okay, yeah, Trinity is the one too, I guess, if that's what you want to put it.
Well, you know why that is, right?
Why?
So the reason why. So who were the people that exhibited powers of the one in this movie, outside of the analyst?
Shit, I don't know.
Neo, Trinity, and Smith.
It's Smith. Okay, yeah, facts.
So a lot of people were getting upset, like they're trying to replace Neo with a woman, like that type of mindset.
No.
The reason why Trinity has the powers of the one is because her and Neo shared code when he reached into her and fixed her heart.
Facts.
And shit.
Facts. Okay, yeah.
And the reason why
facts.
Smith was able to use the powers was because when he
Neo
assimilated Neo at the end of the third movie.
Facts.
And
why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Yo,
but I even like that aspect of Agent Smith being Neo's agent. Like, bro, that shit was kind of hard, bro. That shit was kind of hard,
man.
And then like that, so some of the I didn't like the fucking like partner Neo had and shit like that. I didn't like his partner. His partner was annoying.
Facts.
Like,
bro.
a lot of it didn't make sense. Like, okay, if he's put here to ensure Neo stays in the Matrix,
right,
why is he egging Neo on to go talk to Trinity? That makes no fucking sense
at all. At all. He's supposed to be like, dude, don't talk to her because she got no. He was, like you said, he was trying to get him to talk.
Like
to
he
her.
literally walked over. Was like, "Hey, my friend thinks you're hot."
exactly.
Or some shit like that. Like that. Unless Lana was, because I don't think they're going to get a sequel or not.
Nah, fuck no, hell no, hell no.
But unless she was setting up like the aspect of like multiple layers of control, so like basically like a mind fuck, like do I take the step? Do I not take the step? If I take the step, did they like plan that for me to take the step? Yeah, so that's the deeper levels, like the philosophical concepts. Also, like I wish they would have delved more into the concept of the reality aspects. Like, what if the real world, what we think is the real world, actually isn't real? That was always a question, a fan theory that was abound in like the Matrix, like fan like conversations and shit like that. So I feel like she didn't go into that like she could have, but this film did open up the lore a lot. And I think that's why I liked it so much, because you saw the outcome of like bringing back Sati, for example.
Oh, facts.
Like
facts.
Facts. Like
grown up and everything.
Yeah, now you know why bad as hell. Now you know, now you know why the Oracle was so protective over her. Was because she was going to be the program that eventually would start fighting back against the analyst. She's basically the new Oracle.
Yep.
But what a lot of people, I told Twan, I fucked Grav and Twan's head up with this when they came on the 42 podcast. But what a lot of people don't understand is that the Oracle is not she's a villain in the original trilogy. A lot of people don't know that. So I'm about to put you onto some shit, bro. So remember when Neo was talking to the architect?
Yeah.
In the second Matrix film? So remember when he was talking about so I know a lot of people say it's hard to follow that speech he gave, that monologue he gave and shit. But one of the things that he was talking about was that they always programmed the one, like the integral anomaly, like it was always programmed with like this love for humanity. Yeah. But for whatever reason, Neo's love was made specific towards one person, which was Trinity.
Right.
That's not a normal thing. That's not something that the architect wanted. That's actually why he manipulated, it into choice. Well, go back to earlier in that second film. Remember when he had the conversation with the Merovingian? By the way, the Merovingian scene in this movie was so fucking dumb. Like, there's so many things you could have used the Merovingian for, and it literally explained nothing. It was just like, oh, we're going to bring this guy back so he could just yell at Neo, and, oh, look, it's the guy from the second movie.
Yell at him the whole fucking time.
Like nothing. It didn't expound a lore or anything. But so remember the speech the Merovingian gave him at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. And basically, long story short, he explained to Neo that he had one of the dopest lines there as well. He was like, how do you come to me without power? Power is choice. You don't have choice. You don't have free will. How do you come to me with power and demand things of me? Go talk to somebody that doesn't have power. That whole speech he gave was fire. But he also, in that speech, he was kind of like trolling Neo, basically saying like, hey, the Oracle's manipulating you. Because remember when he made Shorty horny?
Yeah.
What did he do that made her horny?
You talking about when he kissed her?
No. Remember when when the Merovingian was giving Neo the speech and they were looking at the girl that was across the restaurant and shit?
In the second one.
Yeah, and like they went up her like coochie. You saw the
yeah. Facts.
What did he do to her to make her horny?
Damn, I don't remember.
He gave her food.
And she ate it.
So basically what he's saying is, what he's telling Neo is that food in the Matrix is a way to alter somebody's code. All right, bet. Knowing that, what did the Oracle give Neo the first time she met him?
Cookie.
Exactly. Also, who she gives everybody those cookies. Who else did she give that cookie to more than likely?
God.
Trinity.
God.
So the Oracle
and that fucked up what the architect was planning.
Well, that's the thing. So the architect and the Oracle are two sides of the same coin. The architect, that's why she says that there's no decision that guy makes without like it being numbers. In fact, his whole thing is equation. He doesn't understand emotion or anything like that. Where the Oracle was specifically programmed to understand human emotion, as well as the analyst, which is why I like the analyst so much. I just don't know if I like Neil Patrick Harris's like performance as the analyst as much.
I don't know.
But I felt like, again, it was too campy. But the Oracle was programmed to understand human emotion, to factor that into the equation, to balance the equation. Like the Matrix always like alters itself. That this is what AI does. It alters itself to always, make the perfect balance of whatever it's trying to do. So basically the Oracle's whole plan was that she realized that the current trajectory that humans and machines were going on was going to end with basically mutual assured destruction. So she took it upon herself to alter the code to force the machines to basically come to the bargaining table with humans and allow those that want to be woken up and those that don't want to be woken up to stay asleep. That's what paved the path to now. So her plan succeeded because remember at the end of the third movie, he said, you played a dangerous game. You almost fucked shit up.
Right.
But, and especially with Smith and things like that. But that's why Smith isn't a villain in this new movie.
Yeah.
He's not a villain because he already played his role that he played, he had to play as the villain.
Facts.
This is basically the analyst basically like fucking with Neo, bringing him back and putting him around him and things like that just to fuck with him. But that's why the analyst is so insidious with his stuff, with what he's doing, because he's using the same basic kind of mindset and like factoring in the humanity, but he's more so preying off the fears, but without preying off fears the way the architect did. Because remember, the architect, and it's very crazy that how they subtly tell you through lore that the machines are just as egotistic and human as the humans.
Right.
Because the architect, his whole thing was he made the first Matrix to be a paradise and shit like that, but it was too good to be true, and people didn't believe it. So basically, because remember in the second film, this was in the Animatrix stuff. That's when he made the Nightmare Matrix.
Oh, see, I didn't watch the Animatrix.
Oh, bro, so it's so much lore, beautiful lore to the Matrix, bro.
For real.
That's why he made the Animatrix and not the Animatrix. He made the Nightmare Matrix. Okay. The Nightmare Matrix was basically like this. Imagine like your horror worst fears, like demons, monsters, and all that shit. And it was horrible, and people woke up because the shit was horrible.
Yeah.
Well, the analyst found the perfect balance of that. He took fear, but fear as in fear of losing the comfortability that you have, and also like the power between him. You know, he was using the power between Neo and Trinity as well. But that was more so what I loved, because like that's one thing people fear, losing what they already fucking have. And that was the crux of Trinity's story too as well. I like the aspect of her having a family, but I wish they didn't like try to put like meta. So the reason why she was a bike shop owner was because in real life he makes bikes.
Yeah.
So she was trying to be meta, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not Chris Nolan. Stop it. Stay in your lane. Like, stay in your fucking lane. Literally, them staying in their lane is what made The Matrix so good. Is that they accidentally made an actual high concept, high thought film by accident. That's how a lot of dope films are made. I feel like very few filmmakers make great films like on par of like Nolan and Denis Villeneuve and Kubrick on purpose. There's very few directors that make movies like that on purpose.
Right. I don't know, man. I mean,
but
you opening a lot though. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
but that's why I like Sati in this movie so much.
Yeah.
And Sati even revealed, because remember, so it's a fan theory out there. It's not confirmed, but remember when Neo first woke up in the first Matrix movie, and the robot that grabbed his neck and shit like that, but then flew away. That was Sati's father.
Oh shit!
And the reason why that's Sati's father is because he's in control of that stuff, like people waking up and shit like that.
Right.
So the Oracle basically, he was in league with the Oracle. The Oracle basically like, you know, offered him whatever. I forgot what the deal was between him and the Oracle, but protection for his family and shit if he protected Neo. Now, this isn't like on wax. We don't know this. This is still fan theory shit.
Yeah.
But it's a lot like it's a lot that goes into the Matrix. But leading into Sati eventually, like, you know, breaking the mold of the current Matrix. Now, bro, this film was just amazing, bro. Like, in terms of the lore. Like, lore-wise, I really like this movie a lot. Like I said, I thought the action sequences, you know, they were kind of whack. Some of the performances were whack. I actually like Keanu Reeves' performance in this one.
That ain't no fucking difference from the first three.
Nah, I think it is, though. This one, I felt more like despair in this. I felt more like a depressive feel to Neo in this film, knowing that basically he died for nothing. Literally.
Died for nothing.
He died for nothing. But I like Bugs' character so much because Bugs just reminded me of like the hope that Neo and Trinity like she's literally, like I said, she reminds me of like an amalgamation of Jada's character in Trinity. That's literally what she like reminded me of. And then you have like the Neo fanboys and the Trinity fangirls and shit like that. Like that shit was kind of cool. But and this is probably more. Oh, I like the the cohabitation between the coexistence between the machines and humans.
Yeah.
And that was crazy because that's what I feel like is missing in a lot of the real life debates we have about things like AI and a lot of these new technologies we're having. Like we always view it through the lens of, you know, the horrible fucking people that are developing the tech, as opposed to the actual benefits to humanity that the tech can have and the good that could come out of it. And seeing like, you know, good come out of the darkness that was, you know, the machines, you know, rising to power basically. But when you honestly, when you read the lore and shit like that, like the lore, you gotta watch like the Animatrix and literally just watch that and you'll get a better understanding of like the Matrix, because the machines were like trying to come in peace. They was chilling. They was like, look, we're sentient. So what ended up what's triggered the machine war was that one of the robots made a mistake or some shit like that, and the owner went to go terminate the robot and went to go like delete his memory or something, which is like essentially killing him.
Yeah.
And he killed his owner in retaliation because his owner was about to kill him. Well, there was a court ruling basically, and they sentenced the robot to death and shit like that. That because it's not like they don't consider robots actual sentient life, that there's no law protecting them, you know, from killing, you know, your owners and shit like. It's dope as fuck, bro.
That sounds like some iRobot shit.
Yeah, iRobot actually probably stole its fucking concept from that. But
that's crazy.
But but that's what triggered the war and shit like that. So they actually. So humans, but then you get into like the economic stuff. They like the Matrix even touches on like economics. So the machines basically like separated themselves from society and built their own machine city and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they started like producing like products for humans and shit like that. They started producing like state of the art like the tech, like cars, phones, all types of technology that was better than humans. And they were basically taking all of the economic growth from other like real human cities and nations and shit like that, and that's what triggered the war between the humans and the machines, because they basically nuked the city, basically the machine city.
What would you rate this movie?
I would give it a 5 out of 10. I would give it a 5 out of 10. Like it was like I said, it was a lot of things I liked about it, like lore wise. Literally all of my everything I liked about this film had to do with the lore, honestly. Like there was nothing, you know, groundbreaking in terms of technology, nothing groundbreaking story wise. Like I said, I felt like like I said, they tried to bite off more than they could chew.
Exactly.
Well, she did. Lana tried to bite off more than she could chew. What? What?
No, I did not let. I'm
We not all right. I feel you. But
but
what you give it?
Yo, it's crazy that I was gonna give it a 5 too, but shit, man, I give it a 5.
I mean, it was bad. Don't get me wrong, this shit was bad.
It was crazy. It was like,
and then it came out the same time as No Way Home too.
Like, what did they think was gonna happen? What did they think was really gonna happen?
I thought by some miracle because it looked fucking amazing. Like the trailers looked amazing.
It didn't look that amazing, bro.
The trailers look crazy, bro.
It just looked like it was another Matrix movie. So of course we're gonna be hyped about it.
Man, that first trailer was amazing, bro.
That shit, I don't know, bro. It's like when it like comes in and then you see the house or where the analyst is, the whole shit looks like something out of a Dr. Seuss movie.
Well, that's what we got to realize. That's another lore thing that I love that they did, was that Sati was the one that gave the Matrix color, basically.
Oh, fuck it, man.
Because remember in the old one, like it always looked green.
Dark,
it had like a green tint and dark to it like that. She brought like color and saturation to the Matrix in honor of Neo dying, basically.
Oh, phooey.
But that also, but the analyst then took that and used it as part of a way to make the Matrix even more bro. It all goes into shit, bro.
Phooey.
Man, whatever.
That shit looks fake. It looks fake. And then when Trinity and Neo came flying into the fucking building,
yeah, that was whack.
That shit was so corny.
That was whack. But I honestly look, and this will be my last piece on it. I do wish they had Agent Smith. I'm fine with them not having Lawrence Fishburne back as Morpheus because, like I said, canon wise, he's dead. He died.
Right.
I like Yaya as Morpheus. I know you didn't. I liked them as Morpheus. But I like them as the Morpheus they were portraying in this film, like the parody version of Morpheus.
And then in the beginning, this nigga, what was he, Ray Charles, when he was like,
oh yeah, that was weird.
What the fuck was that?
That was.
I
weird.
mean, well, what was that? You don't curse on here?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck was that? Like,
he was like Georgia,
right?
Georgia.
Like, yo, I'm like, what?
He's like, come here, girl. Let me feel you. Let me feel you. Let me see it. Let me see it.
You know, I like it. What?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna be getting any Matrix stuff anytime soon.
No,
sadly.
Definitely not after this, and definitely not after it going against No Way Home.
Yeah,
no,
that
man.
And then, oh damn. But what also I feel like what messed it up was that like y'all do the day and date release, like you release it on HBO Max the same day. That's what screwed Suicide Squad over. Like Suicide Squad was amazing.
It was trash,
But-
man.